Today, a Kettleland News investigation, A Grain of Truth, which began in 2017, finally came to a conclusion in court.
Some 60 farmers lost an estimated $8 million after hauling their crops to H&I grain elevators in eastern South Dakota. Now, the elevator went under and the state shut it down.
Kettleland's Angela Kennecke is covering the plea bargains made between state prosecutors and the Stephenson family.
Well, they originally faced 22 charges today in Beadle County as part of a plea bargain with the Attorney General's office. Jared, his wife Tammy, and his mother Joanne all pleaded guilty to one felony charge in the case.
The farmers who assembled in this courtroom in Beadle County are still owed some $5 million in all. While their meeting with state prosecutors was close to our news camera, they all have plenty to say about how this case turned out.
There's just a lot of frustration with all of the people involved that I'm not sure that we're going to see any satisfaction.
Jared, do you have anything to say?
In July of 2016, Jared Stephenson lost somewhere between $6 million to $10 million of H&I Grain's money hedging commodities. Even though the Stephensons knew that the elevator was insolvent, they continued to reassure farmers they were fine, took their grain, and did not notify the PUC as required by law. The Albrecht family lost more than $1 million.
We're not going to get nothing out of it. No.
Jared and Tammy Stephenson, along with Joanne Stephenson, all entered their guilty pleas following the farmers' meeting. Jared and Tammy both pleaded guilty to one felony charge of theft by deception, while Joanne pleaded guilty to failing to notify the PUC of H&I Grain's financial troubles, which hurt the farmers. That's also a felony. The farmers say they were let down by the state.
Is justice being served here today?
No. Restitution, I don't see how they're ever going to make it, so that has no value to me whatsoever. I'd like to see them spend 5 years in pen, both of them. They knew what they were doing the whole time they were doing it.
The $400,000 bond that H&I Grain posted with the PUC was divided among farmers who sold their grain right away. If they waited to sell after dropping their grain off at the elevator, under state law, they were not protected by the bond. H&I declared bankruptcy, and some of the farmers did win a judgment against the Stephensons in civil court. Dwayne Stephenson, who started the company, was facing charges as well, but died in January of 2019. Jared and Tammy Stephenson each face up to 5 years in prison, and Joanne faces up to 2 years. No sentencing date for the three has been set yet.
Thank you, Angela.